All right, here we go. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, 8 different movements. We're going to start in downward dog. So please come to downward dog. We'll go in 5. So press your fingertips into the earth. Press the balls of the feet into the ground. Let your chest melt towards the earth. And then let your knees come down to the ground. Slide your fingertips back towards your knees and just allow expansion through your chest as you reach your fingertips up to the sky. And then the hips move back towards the heels. As you inhale, claw the earth and come into your cow so that your chest and your tailbone reach up towards the sky. Curl toes under. Press back to your downward dog. Lower knees down to the ground. Hands come towards the knees and rise. Great, rest. Come onto your back. Press your feet into the ground. Back of the head, mid-spine, tailbone, all in one line. Lift your knees in line with your hips. And then tap your right heel. And then tap your left heel. Right heel. Left heel. And we're just waking up those deep core stabilizers here. Really important to do that so that you have that deeper sense of support before you start to activate more of the global muscles that actually make movement happen. So that's the reason why we're doing these core activation exercises, is to wake up all those important stabilizer muscles. So you should feel drawstring tighten in between the top of your pelvis here. Good. Pause. Feet come to the earth. We're just going to do a nice simple lift of the hips here. So you drag your knees forward towards the front of your mat and lower back down. So just basically a simple hip thrust, holding at the top to really feel your glutes fire. Noticing, maybe placing your hands right on your hip creases, so as you lower, you can start to familiarize yourself with the place where we hinge from. So pausing at the top, feeling those glutes fire, and then really just noticing where you're hinging from. Lifting, lowering, lifting, lowering, hopefully starting to feel those glutes activate. And you can rest. You're going to come onto your forearm. So pressing your forearm into the ground here so that you feel nice and engaged through your shoulder girdle. Your legs are straight. Your top leg is internally rotated. Toes are flexed. We're lifting and lowering here, getting the glute med to fire. So your right glute med, pressing into your forearm so that you feel nice and supported through the back body. Belly's pulling into your spine as you lift and lower. And sometimes what happens is our hips want to shift back. We just want to keep ourselves nice and stacked here, right? So that all of the activation is happening in this rear quadrant of your glute. Right where my finger is. Nice work. Good, and rest. We'll switch to the other side. Coming to your forearm. Good, and then you'll just exercise, lifting that leg up, internally rotating, pressing forearm down into the ground. Just repeating that same movement that you did on the other side. Just noticing that what we're looking to do is just ignite that glute medius muscle in the upper rear quadrant of your glute. And this is going to help you create a more level pelvis and be able to balance more easily on one leg, which we'll be doing a little bit of today. So just Feeling that in your body. Nice work. And then you'll rest. Going into a child's position, but with the toes tucked under. So your hips are back towards your heels, and then you're going to press into the balls of the feet and spring forward into plank. And then hips to heels, spring forward into plank. If you like, you can stay hovering with your knees off the ground and just move forward and back here. Nice work. Another 20 seconds.
Rest coming up.
3, 2, rest. All right. You're coming to side plank with your back foot on the ground and your front knee bent so that you're stacking your hands on top of each other like wings. Feel yourself coming onto your fingertips, navel pulling into spine. Press into knife edge of back foot. Get a nice stretch through the side body, and then slowly lower back down. Reaching as far forward as you like, and then coming back up. Getting that nice stretch through the side body. Using the core to slowly lower down. Pressing in to knife edge of back foot. Slowly lowering down. Nice work. Just bringing this into more of a full body movement to just warm everything up. All right, rest, and we'll go to the other side. So just that front knee is bent and the foot straight behind. Fingers are stacked on top of each other here so that you can feel kind of a corkscrew effect. And then pressing into knife edge of back foot, getting that nice stretch in the side body, and coming back down. And then pressing in, so opening up to the side, and back down, back up, back down. Nice work, just noticing total body activation occurring here.
Rest coming up.
3, 2,
Rest.
and 1. Nice work. All right, we're moving into a little pickup here. So just changing the timer. We're going to start with skaters, and then we're going to move to a pulse squat. So we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and just a light movement back and forth. If you want to touch the earth, you can, but just getting used to being on one foot and then the other, okay? You want to get a little lower, get a little bit more explosive. Press off of the knife edge of your foot to move from side to side. Come to stand, come into a squat position, and pulse. So you should feel quadriceps firing here, core working, glutes working, hinging from that hip crease, right? So no strain on the lower back here. Just that nice pulse. Having your arms maybe in a counterbalance out in front of you if that feels good. Resting. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're in. There's always a 10-second rest in between if you need it. If you don't, you can get extra credit, which is something I offer often when we're waiting for something to shift and you feel like you just want to keep going. So that's totally up to you. So here, a little extra credit. Pulsing nice and low, getting those glutes firing. Ankle, knee, hip, all in one line so you can really feel the kinetic chain supporting you. This will come in handy when we come onto one leg and we're really trying to find that alignment. Now, all right, nice work. Back to skaters. This is a nice little simple skater, side to side.
Exercise 20 seconds.
And so that glute med is going to help you keep that pelvis level. So if it tends to dip, that means that it's not firing as well, keeping that pelvis level. So maybe placing your hands on either hip and just noticing rest if that glute med on either side is firing. Really helpful to feel for that.
Exercise 20 seconds.
And we're pulsing, ankle, knee, hip, all in one line, just reaching the glutes way back. Feeling the navel
Coming up.
pull in and up into your spine.
Rest.
Nice work. Back to skaters.
Exercise 20
Last round of each before we get into our first circuit, which is a focus on core. We'll have 4 circuits today. Last round, pull squat.
Exercise 20 seconds.
20 seconds to go. All doing great. Nice work.
Rest coming up.
All right, and then rest. Great job. Okay, we're moving into our main circuits here. Our first one is going to be core, as I mentioned. Arms above your head, legs extended, opposite arm, opposite leg. This is going to be your first one. Then you'll come into a plank position. Gaze slightly forward, doming in the upper back, clawing the earth, knee to opposing elbow, side to side, working those obliques. And then finally, coming down to the ground for an L sit. So reaching arms above your head, pressing heels down into the ground, lifting up, slowly lowering down, lifting up. All right. That's your next round. We will go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and right to left foot, left hand, right foot, and we're just going back and forth here. Do your best to keep the back of the head, mid-spine, tailbone on the ground. Keeping track of which side you've done.
Rest coming up. Rest.
Nice work. Into plank. Press into your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press your hands away from each other. Gaze slightly forward. Feel that doming in the upper back. And then the right knee, left elbow. And we're just going to move from side to side at whatever pace feels good to you. Working those obliques. 15 seconds.
Rest coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, L-sit coming up. So come onto your back, arms above your head, press heels down into the ground. And begin.
Exercise 45 seconds.
You're just pressing into heels, lifting up, slowly lowering back to the earth. Trying to find some extension at the top so the thoracic spine gets a little opening.
Rest coming up.
3, 2, and rest. All right. Back to the ground, arms above your head, preparing for opposite arm, opposite foot. We'll start with the right, so the right and the left foot,
Exercise.
left hand, right foot, just moving from side to side. And just listening to your body here. Back of the head, mid-spine, tailbone, connecting to the earth. Maybe you don't touch the toe. If you're honoring that, just notice what feels good in your body and honor that.
Rest coming up. Rest.
Nice work, rest. All right, plank with opposite knee tapping to opposite elbow. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, right,
Exercise
left.
45 seconds.
Let's move them from side to side. Feel those obliques getting a good workout here. Another 15 seconds.
Rest coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, back to L-sits. The long body here. Press heels into the ground. And then you'll just rise up,
Exercise 45.
arms reaching to the sky. Slowly lower down, up, extending the spine, and then slowly lowering down. Feeling rectus abdomen inspiring here. Using the quadricep engagement to keep those legs nice and long and straight.
Rest.
All right, good job. All right, we're back to number 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Last round of core fun. Right
Exercise.
arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And just notice if there's a difference from side to side. There usually is. And this is just a good time to notice it so that maybe when you're doing some lengthening work or activation work, you can give a little bit more attention to one side than the other so that you can start to build more balance muscle strength. So it's always just really good to listen to what's going on in the body when you're alternating from side to side, because you learn a lot about how one side is behaving in relation to the other. Good, coming into plank. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, right elbow.
Exercise 45 seconds.
Alternating here. Working that core. Nice work. Another 10 seconds.
Rest coming up.
Good, rest. All right, L sits one more time. Legs extended, arms up towards the sky. You can start with them behind you if you like. And then you'll lift them up towards the sky.
Exercise
Press heels into the earth and extend the spine. And then slowly lower back down to the ground. And then lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. Lift. Lower.
rest coming up.
Lower. Lift.
Rest.
All right, rest. Okay, we're on to our second circuit here. We are going to do a side lunge to balance with a row. So the way that's going to look is that you'll bring your left arm down towards your right foot. You'll row, come to balance, and then press. And then row and press. So again, once again, when you come up to stand, it's that glute med right here that you're stabilizing with. And you're rowing and pressing. If you have a soup can or a little weight that you want to use, go right ahead, right? I just am teaching these classes without any weights because I'm just not sure what you guys have to work with here. So I'm just gonna get this going here where you feel that side lunge to balance, and you're using this glute to stabilize and doing your best to keep your pelvis level as you press. Nice work. And then the third thing we're gonna do is you're gonna come to your forearm into a plank, and you'll reach, and then reach. Reach, and then reach. Okay? All right. So let's we'll go in 5,
Get ready.
4, 3, 2. So you're pressing into the knife edge of this foot, you're rowing,
3
and you're
seconds.
coming to stand and pressing. Coming back down, rowing, coming to stand and pressing. Pressing off the knife edge of the back foot, press. Making sure that your hips are moving back, you're hinging here. Just noticing the power of your right foot as you press onto your left and stabilize. All right, nice work. Other side. So hinging, so the hips hinging back. You'll take your right hand, bring it in front of you like you're rowing. You'll row, balance, and press. Coming back down, row, balance, press, row, to press, row, to press, row, press, row, press. And just getting into your own rhythm. Maybe you found a weight, which is always good. Good to challenge yourself.
Press coming up. Rest.
Nice work. All right. Forearm plank. Thumbs up. Balls of feet pressing into the ground, gazing forward. Keeping your bottom down.
Exercise 45.
This may cause you to shift your hips, so if it does, bring your feet a little wider and then tap one hand and then the other. Doing your best to keep your pelvis level, your core engaged as you move from side to side here.
Press coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right. You guys are all experts. First round done. So we're moving back into our side lunge position. Grab your weight if you have a weight. So you can row, create that stability through the shoulder girdle, and then press, and come back down. Row, nestle shoulder onto back, press. Just notice that you're hinging from your hip crease back. Doing your best to keep that ankle, knee, hip all in one line. All right, rest, other side. So coming into side lunge here, preparing, bringing that right hand down, starting to do that row,
Exercise 45.
pressing onto your standing foot, and then back out to the side, row, press, big edge of that left foot, pressing you into the earth so that you can come up to stand and balance. And your goal here is to do your best to keep your pelvis level so that that will help your right glute fire a little more as you give yourself that overhead press. So just notice if that makes a difference for you. Nice work. Rest. Some of your forearms, thumbs pointing up. Extend your legs back behind you. Gaze slightly forward. Drop your hips. Feel your core fire here. And once again, if you need to walk your feet a little wider, that's fine. It'll help you keep the pelvis a little more level. Working glutes, core, inner thigh muscles. Kind of hard not to work everything doing these kind of things. Full body. Ten seconds.
Press coming up.
3, 2, rest. All right. Last round of fun. So we'll come up to that side lunge position here. Get ready with that left arm in that row position. Row, Come to stand, press. Row, stand, press. Row, stand, press. Row, stand, press. Just move at your own pace here. Just feeling the power as you press your foot into the earth to rise up onto that left leg.
Press coming up.
Nice work, everybody.
Rest.
All right, other side. So coming into side lunge on that left side. Right arm preparing for the row. And row,
5 seconds.
balance, press. Row, balance, press. Row, balance, press. Just keep moving here. Nice work. Feel that ankle, knee, hip, shoulder stacking on top of each other. Then as you come to the top of the overhead press,
Press coming up.
3, 2,
Rest.
good, rest. All right, last round, forearm plank. So we'll have our thumbs pointing up here. Reach your feet back. Make your feet a little wider if you need to. Hips drop, core engages. Forearm plank's great too if you just want to stay here. Or you'll reach right, reach left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep moving. Feel all those muscles firing. Ten seconds.
Press coming up.
3, 2,
Rest.
rest. All right. We're moving into a lunge position here. So you'll lunge, kind of getting into a deep lunge here, and then driving the knee forward. So you'll do that for 45, just deep lunge, drive. Deep lunge, drive. So that's that side. You'll come to the other side. Do that same thing where you're in a deep lunge position, and then you're driving. Back knee doesn't have to come to the ground, but if you want it to, it can. So that's the other side. And then the final thing you'll do is you'll be in a squat position like so, and you'll let your feet come together and reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and then you'll come back down and up, okay? So that will be the third movement. So we're gonna go
Workout reset.
in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Exercise 45 seconds.
and we'll just start on your right foot. So right foot is forward, driving left knee. So just feeling that right glute fire as you press your right heel into the ground, and then really push that left knee in front of you so that you really feel that power. I like to use my arms to pump while I'm doing this. So if that feels good to you, that's always a nice way to get a little more power driving that left knee forward. Nice, rest. All right, we're going to the other side. Again, you might find one side is easier than the other. There could be something with your foot that could cause that to be more challenging. So just listen to that. And then you're just driving, this time, right knee forward, arms come forward, and then as you drive the knee forward, arms go back. That's what I like to do. But listen to whatever feels good to you, and just honor that. Another 10 seconds.
Rest coming up. Rest.
Good, rest, okay. So you'll start wide. Hands are above your head at the end. You'll start in a nice deep squat position, kind of like a frog. And then your feet will hop together and you'll reach your arms up. Your feet will part. So you're just kind of moving up and down here. Getting a little opening into your hips.
Rest coming up.
Good, rest. All right, we're back to our knee drive. Balancing on your right foot. Bending deeply into your left knee. Arms forward. You're prepared to drive the knee forward. So feel your right heel pressing into the ground, informing you to drive the left knee forward. And notice the right glute firing here. As that knee moves forward and drives, that right glute gets a little more activation. Ten seconds.
Rest coming up. Rest.
All right, other side. Another 10 seconds of rest. Grab a drink of water. Balance on your left foot. Hinge. Bend deeply into the right knee. And then drive. And just notice if it feels any different on the side. Just listening to your own rhythm here. Another 10 seconds.
Rest coming up.
Good,
Rest.
rest, nice work. All right, deep squat. Get into those hips. You can move them side to side while you're waiting. And we'll go 3, 2,
Exercise
feet together, arms up, and back down. Nice work, everybody.
Rest coming up.
3, 2. All right, last round. Take a moment. Grab a sip of water. Balance on your right foot. We'll go in 3, 2,
Exercise
hand exercise. Notice that you're doing your best to keep your ankle, your knee, and your hip all in one line on that standing leg. That's going to help you with your running. It's going to help you with any lower back pain you might be having, just to establish that kinetic chain so that all the muscles are working equally.
Rest coming up.
Good. Rest. All right, left side, balance. We'll go in 10. 3, 2,
Exercise.
drive that knee. Up. Maybe your hands come forward and then pump. That way your arms get a little bit of a workout too, even without weights. So much thing we can do even without having weights. It's really good to get the heart rate up, a good sweat going, just cleansing the body, letting it build new cells,
Rest coming up.
get plenty of fresh oxygen, all amazing things right now.
Rest.
All right, nice work. Last round of our deep squat to overhead reach. We'll go in 3, 2, and 1.
5 seconds.
Fifteen seconds.
Rest coming up. Rest.
All right, nice work. Okay, we've got our last round, and this is more of a balancing round that also includes some shoulder girdle strengthening work. So we're going to start with an exercise that will just make sure that the shoulder girdle is nice and activated. So let me show you that first, and then we'll move on to the workout. So you'll come onto your back, your belly, and your arms will be out by your side. Tops of the feet pressing into the ground. And you're going to lift your chest off of the ground and let your thumbs move towards the back of the room. So that you feel the external rotation of the shoulders on the back, tops of the feet pressing into the earth. So this is your beginning. And then you're going to move so that your arms are in a high Y position. Then you're going to slowly return back to the start position, to a floor cobra, and then do your best to keep those lower trapezius muscles engaged as you come to that high Y position. Then you're going to come onto your left foot and balance. So keep your pelvis level. Your right arm is, you pack the shoulder into the lat. So if I was to tug on your wrist, you would come with me completely and your arm wouldn't just come forward, okay? So packing shoulder into lat, just make a little fist, keep the pelvis level, and then tap your right fist on your left knee. Keep that shoulder packed into the lat as you come into a high Y position. And then you'll slowly lower and then come back up, okay? So what this is doing is this is really helping you create a solid shoulder girdle, which is a really wonderful thing to have. So you'll do that on one side, And then you'll come to that level pelvis. You can keep this knee bent. So try to keep those hips nice and level. Pack that shoulder so that I can't pull it out. And then tap the hand to the knee. And then lift up to that high Y position. So this is scaption, okay? And then you'll slowly lower back down. And then you'll come on back up, okay? So those are the 3 moves we're gonna do. And we'll start in 5. All right, so here we go.
Starting your epic.
5,
Get ready.
4, 3, 2. All right, tops of feet heavy.
Cycle 1.
And then you're gonna lift your chest off of the earth, peel it off of the earth. Your thumbs are gonna reach back towards your heels, so you feel that spaciousness through the front body. And then you're gonna start to reach your fingertips towards the front of your mat into a high Y position. And then you'll slowly come back and just feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades finding their way towards each other. And then as you slowly come into that high Y position, do your best to keep that. And then slowly return,
Coming up.
and then high Y. All right, and rest. So we'll balance on our left side first. So you're gonna balance on this left foot. Keep that pelvis nice and level, knee in line with hip. Pack shoulder into lat.
Exercise 45.
And then this right hand is gonna tap the left knee, and you're gonna come up, pressing into your standing foot into a high Y position, and feel that stability in your back body. Shoulder packing into lat, and then slowly hinging from your hip. Feel that left glute fire here, and then rise back up, feeling that nice connection to self, that power, that stability. Nice work.
Coming up.
Just feeling that nice integration of shoulder on the back.
Rest.
And then coming to the other side, balancing on your right foot, packing that left shoulder into the lat, and then starting to hinge, keeping the pelvis level, pressing into your standing foot, coming into that high Y position, and then slowly hinging, pressing foot into the earth, extending, feeling that integration of your shoulder and your back. So good for opening up the front body, feeling the breath effortlessly flow through our being. Really
Rest
important
coming up.
during times of stress.
Rest.
Nice work. All right, we're going back to our floor cobra to Y position. So tops of the feet heavy, arms starting down by your side. Peel your chest off of the
Exercise
earth.
75 seconds.
Thumbs point towards the back of your mat. Feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades working here, and then slowly start to come into that high Y position. And then slowly arms become wings, thumbs reach towards the back of the mat, and then high Y. One more time. Really just feeling that expansion through your front body, tops of the feet heavy, and then coming into your high Y,
Rest coming up.
and then returning back and resting.
Rest.
And then coming up to stand. Once again, balancing on your left foot. Knee in line with hip, as long as that pelvis can remain level.
Exercise
Pack shoulder
75 seconds.
into lat, so that arm stays nice and straight, hinging from your hip. And then reaching into that high Y position. And just feeling that integration of the shoulder on your back. And then hinging from your hip, letting the fist just tap the knee, pressing into that left foot, feeling that glute fire, coming to that high Y position, just feeling that nice fluid breath in your being. Lifting back up and tapping. Nice work. Okay, we're moving to the other side. Knee in line with hip. 2 hips, 1 line to the best of your ability. And then just packing the shoulder into the lat so that I can't pull it out. And then that fist is tapping the knee. And then you're just extending into that nice high Y position. Hinging from your hip crease. Tapping your opposing knee. Coming back up. Hinge. Rise. Hinge. Just feel fluid, fresh air moving through your being. Nice work. Fast. 1 more round. Here we go. So tops of feet heavy, arms down by your side, thumbs pointing towards the back of your mat. Peel your chest off of the earth and feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades working here. And then slowly reach your fingertips to that high Y position. And then back, lifting the chest, feeling the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, and then high Y. Just notice all that support that lives in your back body as you move between these 2 positions. And then rest. All right, here we go. So you're standing on your left foot, and you're going to press your left foot down into the ground and keep that pelvis level. Last round of fun here, okay? Pack the shoulder into the lat, so I can't pull it out. And then fist bumps, knee, hips stay level, and then just expand into self here, into that high Y position, and just feel that left glute fire. And then slowly tap, and then open, tap, open, tap, open,
Rest coming up.
tap, open. Right, last round on the right side here, so balance. Keep that pelvis nice and level. Take that left arm like you're shaking someone's hand and pack the shoulder into your lat. So I can't pull it out. And then tap, hand to knee. And come on up. Feel that nice integration of the shoulder on the back. Clean, full fluid breath. Nice work, everybody.
Rest coming up. Rest.
Great job. So let's cool down with some scorpion. So your arms are going to be up by your side. You're going to be a little more open now, which will be really nice. So your arms are coming out to either side here, and your forehead's on the ground with that right leg up so that the knee lifts off the ground, right glute fires, and then you're just reaching towards the opposing glute You're welcome to stay here and breathe, because now you should have a little bit more access to unwinding the front of your right hip. Then we'll come back through center, bend your left knee, lift your left leg, glute fires, and then just rotate so that your left heel reaches towards your right glute. Again, take your time here. Take as long as you need to just breathe and send sweetness into the front of the left hip. These parts of our body tend to get a little bit overworked in times of stress. So take your time and just listen to what your body needs right now as you come back through center. And offer the same thing to the other side. Breathing. Just allowing yourself to receive. Thanking yourself for a great workout. If it feels good, you can come back to center and do the other side again. Notice the navel's pulling in and up into your spine. And then when you feel complete with that, you can come back to center and come onto your back. And just lie on your back here. Take your right ankle and place it on your left thigh and bring your thigh in towards your chest. And just press that right knee away from you with that right hand. Now what you could do is have your arms become wings on either side and just rotate over towards the left so that the right foot meets the earth here. And just breathe. If you feel like you want to move in and out, you can do that too, where you're just staying in that figure 4 position, moving in and out of the stretch. So just choose whatever feels good to you, and we'll go for another 5 deep breaths. If you decide to land, you can take your left hand and press it into your right knee. Gaze over your right shoulder and breathe. Three more rounds of breath. Press your ankle into your thigh and your thigh into your ankle. Press your hands into the earth, navel pulls into the spine as you unwind. Soles of the feet come to the earth. Place left ankle on right thigh. Press ankle into thigh and thigh into ankle, coming into figure 4. You can press the left knee away from you. And here you can either rock that left foot down to the earth on the right side of the mat and come back up. Maybe just feeling what that feels like as your arms support you. Sometimes it feels good to have a little motion. And if you want, you can land. So just pressing that left foot into the ground, taking your right hand and pressing the left knee away from you. Gazing over your right shoulder. And just breathing. Two more rounds of breath. Pressing ankle into thigh, thigh into ankle to unwind, hugging your knees into your chest and just offering sweet little circles in one direction. And then the other direction. If it would feel good to offer yourself a happy baby, you can take your hands on the outside of the feet, pressing hands into feet and feet into hands. Letting the soles of the feet come together, meet the earth as the knees come apart, landing on the earth, placing hands on the pelvis to encourage the pubic bone towards the navel, maybe allowing the knees to part a little bit more, placing hands on the insides of your thighs. Just breathing here. And just rolling over onto whatever side feels good to you as you press your top hand into the earth and come up into a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you in person soon.